Hey, shalom, 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 everyone. It's been a long time. um, yeah, it's been a long time, but it's good to be back on these airwaves with you all. Um, Getting into something deep and heavy. Really been looking at a lot of situations, and it's been a lot of things going on, and I couldn't wait to get back with you guys to go through all of these things. And I'm gonna try to format the show a little different because of the time restraints for tonight. I'm not going to be with you all that long, but I just wanted to touch on a few issues at hand. Um, hey, hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. Yeah, it was a struggle. I said I am rusty. Oh my goodness, but feels good. So you just gotta just jump in and do it. When you try to plan stuff out, it just seems like the planning don't work. You just be like, ah, I'm gonna get to it. Ah, I'm gonna get to it, and then it don't never happen. But it's good. It's good to be back. Shalom, shalom, my key. Good to have you on here with me. Um, for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Rosh Ya'acob ben Abraham. I'm Rabbi at Gethsemane Spiritual Temple Congregation. On this channel, we look at issues and things that are happening today, and we take everything from a Torah perspective. We try to put everything in light according to the Torah. Um, so that's basically what's going on. And again, the name of this show is My Take with Rosh Ya'acob. And that is me. So please like, share, and subscribe. We want to try to do something different. I was thinking about maybe shortening the show up some. At least for now, trying to at least get in maybe a half hour and just go from there. And hopefully, might can even get more days if I do it that way. Just come on, a half hour every night. Originally was supposed to get on earlier, but I was so rusty. But it's good to be back. So we're gonna see how it goes. Um, just gonna get right into it with this issue um, that is facing us tonight. It was something that just happened, and I just had to speak on it, as y'all can see from the page. Talked about this guy, Daniel Perry Penny, and yeah, it's just a lot dealing with this guy, Daniel Penny. I'm just like, I don't know how this escaped me. I didn't even realize this case was happening at this time. And it just shows how when you get so caught up with other things that's going on, they got you caught up with Puffy, they got you caught up with Jay-Z now and Kendrick Lamar and Drake and all these other things. And this trial right here is going on. And this guy got off. This guy got off killing someone. So we gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. So we're gonna get into it. Let me upload a nice video so we can get into this real quick. Cause I just was like, this is crazy to me. But this is what I saw that first piqued my interest. Cause I was just like, wait a minute, what happened? So I was looking at this guy, let me load this video up.
We need some black vigilante.
And hopefully I got everything straight where y'all can hear. Hear this this guy right here. I'll load this up. Hopefully it can be straight and set up where y'all can hear. Now, this is, for those of y'all who don't know, this is a guy, Jason Whitlock. And Jason Whitlock, he does this show called Fearless. First heard about him, he used to clown Kobe a lot. Really had a lot of bad stuff to say about Kobe. Then when Kobe died tragically, he tried to come out with a little fake apology and all this kind of mess. He used to say a lot of crazy stuff out his mouth. That's when I first caught wind of him. And he just does a real disappointment with a lot of things he says. And y'all gonna see in this account that it's gonna be the same way. So I think what I want to set up is first set up the reactions. So I want to set up the reactions to the trial and look at different takes of how people looked at it. And then I want to get into the Torah perspective, how this trial would have went if it would have been done in front of a Beit Din versus being done in this American court system. I remember once I was on a page with different people that were supposed to be on a Torah page, right? Supposed to be, it was Israelites on the pages, it was Ashkenazi Jews on the pages, and we're on this page. And I began to talk good about Torah law and how it's better than American law. And these Ashkenazim argued me down and said, no, it's not better than American law. And I'm like, what? Torah not better than American law? I was like, what is happening right now? I couldn't believe what I was hearing, right? But they said, no, Torah not better. And I'm like, no, y'all definitely don't know what y'all talking about. So I'm going to show y'all Torah law is a lot better than American law. And you want to exactly see it in this case right here. As I was looking at all the stuff, just going through all the different footage and everything, and I just was like, wow, this is crazy. But anyway, want to get into this. Let y'all see Jason Whitlock and his compadres. And I'm just going to touch on this and then probably if I have a chance to touch on something else, I will. But if not, then tomorrow I'm going to try to pop on here and maybe do some Torah study and maybe touch on some other things as well. And I'm going to try to make this, I'm going to try to do this as many days out the week as I can. So hang in there with me, and we're going to let this be a great adventure. Tonight, I got on kind of late. I'm really wanting to shoot for at least 9:30. So I figure maybe 9:30 to 10 o'clock. Shoot for that window right there. And make it a Sunday through Friday thing where on Friday I will open up for the Shabbat and do some kind of teaching about the Torah portion or something like that. So we're gonna see how it goes. And anyway, happy to be back. Let's get with it. I know y'all like, okay, we want to hear the video, brother. So let's get with it.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill. We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired.
Tired.
And so what he's talking about here, what Hawk Newsome is saying, and I don't blame him.
Now, keep in mind, please keep in mind, this is after the verdict, right? We're going to get into who Jason Neely was. We're going to get into this, but this is after the verdict. As you see on the screen, it says, Daniel Penny found not guilty on all charges. We seen the recording with him choking this man out, leaving his limp body on the subway. And then you go to court and you think you're going to get justice, and you're told not guilty. Not guilty. And this guy knows that this is dealing with a person that died. A young man that had mental disabilities, that was homeless, seemingly abandoned, going through all kind of trauma because he's seen his mother brutally murdered. He knows all of this. But watch what he says about the statement that the brother made. Now, do I agree with the statement that the brother made? No. Why do I say I don't agree with the statement the brother made? When you behind enemy lines, if you set yourself up like that, and I'm gonna have a clip from Anton. I don't know if I'm gonna show that tonight. But if you set yourself up in a way to do that, and you behind enemy lines, your life can be taken like that. So you gotta be smart, right? But I understand. And he's gonna act like he understands, but let's see what he understands. Watch this clown. Watch this.
It's like he's fearful that if it's been legalized to chokehold black people for being loud, he's really worried about movie theater situations and people getting murdered in movie theaters because black moviegoers like to talk during movies. And sometimes I've been triggered by that and wanted to put someone in the chokehold for talking during a movie. And so I got to give Hawk Newsome and Black Lives Matter credit there. That's a legitimate concern.
Now, you hear that? He's making light of this, talking about moviegoers, and they talking in the movies. And you see, let me move my man out the way, because I want y'all to see this guy snickering as he says this. Well, just look at this again. He's making light of a man dying and no justice being given by talking about moviegoers and people talking in the movies as if it's only black people that talk in movies, and how he wants to choke them out and put them in a chokehold. Just listen to the rhetoric that he's saying. And at the end of this, you're going to see the license that it's going to give this guy. This guy that's his compadre, you want to see the license is going to give him. Because he's going to say some really crazy things. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is crazy right now. This is really, really crazy. Let me rewind. I just want y'all to see the snicker on his face as he says the crazy mess he wants to say.
And he's talking about here what Hawk Newsom is saying, and I don't blame him. He's fearful that if it's been legalized to chokehold black people for being loud, he's really worried about movie theater situations and people getting murdered in movie theaters because black moviegoers
this is
like
funny
to talk
time.
during movies. And sometimes I've been triggered by that
this
and
a
wanted to put
moment.
someone into chokehold for talking during a movie. And so I got to give Hawk Newsom and Black Lives Matter credit there. That's a legitimate concern. If black people are not going to be allowed to be loud in movie theaters and could risk being restrained by a chokehold, legitimate concern.
Now, we know what he's saying. He's saying if a black person is in a situation where things are out of control, instead of waiting for justice to come to them and keep saying, please give us justice, to take justice in your own hands. Now, why is he saying that? That's what Daniel Penny did. I was sitting there looking at it like, dude, Daniel Penny seen somebody on a train getting loud, and he decided he had to be a hero, and he inserted himself in there. He didn't even wait for the person to actually attack anybody. He didn't wait for the person to attack him. He cowardly snuck behind him and choked the man to death. That's what he did. So this is crazy to me.
I found Jordan Neely's.
Oh, go ahead.
I found Jordan Neely's father. They can pull that here in a second. We also have the I think it's his mother talking about these wonderful white people. So we've got a few of them.
Whoa. Jordan Neely's mother's dead. She was.
See, now he knows this. Look what he says. He says, Jordan Neely's mother is dead. I said Jason Neely earlier, Jordan Neely. Look what he says. He said Jordan Neely's mother is dead. So he knows this, right? He knows the situation. This guy doesn't even know what he's about to talk about. He's trying to feed off of his energy. What he really was talking about wasn't even Jordan Neely's mother, as we're going to see. And it wasn't an auntie or anybody like that, as we're going to see. But I'm just going to play it.
Not the mother, I'm sorry. This was, I don't know who it is, actually. It's a family,
you know.
Whoever it is. Family of Jordan Neely speaking.
It wasn't no family of his.
Yes. One of his auntie, probably. Do we have the clip of his auntie, or what do we got here, guys? Do we have another clip?
I just want to say, I miss my son. My son didn't have to go through this. I didn't have to go through this either. It hurts. Really, really hurts. What are we going to do, people? What's going to happen to us now? I had enough of this. The system is rigged. Come on, people. Let's do something about this.
And that's funny.
I abandoned my son.
This one wants y'all to see the disrespect. This is what Kendrick meant when he was talking about people being around, just letting people feel free to be disrespectful. It's somebody's father grieving for his son, and you snicker after hearing it like it's jokes being told. And then this clown ain't gonna make it no better, because he gonna make it like it is a joke being told. He gonna make it like it is a joke being told, right? This is what I'm talking about. Like, the disrespect. Even if you agree that, oh yeah, this verdict, you feel like this verdict was just, you still gonna be disrespectful to the family? And watch what this clown say. Watch this.
You all's fault, and I miss my son. We used to do heroin together, and we won't be able to do that anymore. I mean, here's the BLL, Black Lives Matter women.
Now, he had it throw out there about the Jordan Neely being a heroin addict. Even though it ain't say nothing about him being a heroin addict, it was talking about something else, some kind of synthetic drug that they said was in his system. But he had to throw out, and then he made it like the father is doing heroin with him. So it's just, these just drug people, so it don't matter about their emotions or their feelings. It's real disrespectful. Really, really disrespectful. This what guy, I was just like, what in the world is going on here? This guy. Him and his friend, and he just finds everything funny. I guarantee if the shoe was on the other foot and this was somebody that was of another persuasion, then they say, oh, there you go, bring color into it. But I guarantee it wouldn't be no snickering moment. I can bring up a case in point. He bringing up about drug allegations, right? I remember during the O.J. Simpson trial, when they talked about his wife and his ex-wife and her boyfriend Goldman. Every time they tried to bring up that they was junkies, every time they tried to bring up their drug habits, they was told you blaming the victim. Don't blame the victim. Can't talk about the victim. But it seemed like every time the victim don't look like them, it's all, especially with a victim look like us, we talk about the victim all day long. Let's just go in on a victim. But when the victim don't look like us, look like them, then they say don't blame the victim. You blaming the victim. Really? Think about that.
Here's their reaction to the verdict. This will be interesting. The Black Queens have their say.
CHIVONA NEWSOME. I'm the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Greater New York. And I'm a devout Christian. And in my Bible, thou shalt not kill. In the Torah, thou shalt not kill. In Buddhism, not kill a living thing. But America has no morals, no soul. Our bloods have paved the streets of this nation since its inception. It was foolish of us to think that a black man would get justice in the system designed to... My heart bleeds for the Neely family. My heart bleeds for his father, who sat in front of me every single day and prayed for justice for his son. There is no one coming to save black people, or else we wouldn't live in these ghettos, we wouldn't be in these prisons, and we would be further along than we are. We wouldn't be at the absolute bottom. So forgive me for being jaded and cynical, but once we saw those non-white jurors, we knew that this case was over.
None of them.
Non-white jurors. How could there not be an uproar that the same person who got off Kyle Rittenhouse, who got off O.J. Simpson, was used here? And shame on you, celebrities and politicians who claim not to be racist, because the racists spoke loud and clear. John McCain's daughter, she had something to say. I think she incited a riot for the right. Phil Mickelson, he had something to say. Kid Rock donated $3 million. And if you look on social media, if you look at the hatred spewed across against us, against black people, against a man who was sick, because when there's a crisis of drugs in America, I'm sorry, it's only a crisis when it's a white person, an opioid crisis. Jordan was labeled a drug addict and labeled a crackhead. The only crime that Jordan nearly was guilty of was the color of his skin.
Come on.
But luckily for Daniel Penny, his skin was not like Jordan's, because you honestly wouldn't have seen our face. The NYPD would have arrested him after 3 hours. The justice system would have found him guilty. And shame on this jury. Because to be real, they didn't even try. Once the lesser charge was removed, they came back an hour later and said it was deadlock. Less than an hour and 20 minutes later, they said not guilty. These wonderful white people, I hope they celebrate their Christmas while the Neely family is praying and asking God for comfort. Goddamn them and goddamn America.
Let's be honest. The insurance model is broken. Crowd Health puts your health care back in your hands. Use the promo code FEARLESS at join. So I want to focus on the beginning and the end of that. First words out of her mouth is, I'm a Christian. Then she ends it with, goddamn them and goddamn America.
Now, then he goes to the Christian thing. So, can't really argue against a lot of what she said. So now he got to jump on her being a Christian. I would do like the homie Fugazi would do. Let me ask you a question. You know, you pose a question. He said, well, let me ask you a question. Think about this. When we was being captured and brought over here, the people that was capturing us, kidnapping us, and bringing us over here, I think they was Christians, right? Well, they Christians. I think they was Christians, right? I could be wrong. I think one of the castles that's in Nigeria that had the quarters where our ancestors was held captive in chains, I think right above there, they was having Christian services in church. Wasn't that happening? Oh, I'm going too far back. I shouldn't do that. Well, let me go a little bit further. What about when black people was trying to get voters' rights and all this stuff? And you had these people come with sheets on. And these people came with these sheets on, and they had crosses. And they took those crosses and put it on your lawn and lit it on fire. Weren't they Christians? They called themselves Christians, didn't they? Then they say they was Christians. Huh, Jason? I could have sworn they said they was Christians, Jay. So please get out of here with this malarkey of, oh, she can't say damn America because she a Christian. How she say she a Christian and then she saying damn America? What you mean she can't say that? Why she can't say that? She not using it as a cuss word as you insinuate. She's saying the same way you want to bless America, she want America to be condemned for all that is done to us. That's what she's saying. Now, I know you wanted to be a good old Christian and turn the other cheek. and turn the other cheek so you and your homeboy can smack it and laugh and giggle. But at this point, I guess she taught her turning cheeks. She taught her turning cheeks. It was a poem written once. I think it was by Langston Hughes, called A Dream Deferred. It sounds like she's talking about her dream being deferred. Because at the end of that poem, it says that it explodes. So her saying what she's saying and feeling how she feel, I can't say, oh, she's supposed to be a Christian while she's saying that. What are you talking about? There's people running around talking about they Christians right now killing people. I wonder if Danny Penny is a Christian. Is that what Jesus would have did? Would Jesus would have got behind a man and choked him to death? Is Daniel Penny a Christian? See, that's how we go when we start playing this, oh, he's supposed to be a Christian move. Oh, is he supposed to be a Christian? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. Hey, I'm just asking questions.
I'm a vegan. I'm headed to White Castle.
So how he trying to use it like as a contrast? I'm a vegan saying I don't eat meat at all, but I'm about to go eat some meat. And look at his boy. His boy just gonna be eating it all up, just grinning back. Watch this dumb mess.
I'm heterosexual. I'm bending over for Diddy. These people are delusional. She has a mental disorder. She needs help. That was mind-blowing. I'm a Christian, but goddamn them and goddamn America. That is incredible. Your thoughts, TJ?
Well, if you just listen to that, you would think it's, I don't know, 1940, maybe 1960. These people are so delusional in their worldview, and it is the only thing that they have left at this point because the tide has turned. I mean, that scene could have been taken out of a movie. She prepared for that.
He said shit. That's why I want you. I'm glad you still on there, Aki. I'm trying to be treated about where to get off. I ain't trying to be on too long up because I want to be able to spend more days on here with y'all. But you heard him. Delusional. What are you talking about? She's delusional for saying that that she feel like this country is failed her and is injustice. She wants the Almighty to put justice on it. That's delusional. And he's right. They do feel like they don't have nothing else. That's a dangerous place to be. It's dangerous to be at a place where you feel like you don't got nothing to lose. It's a dangerous place to be. You know, and he just gonna go at it. He talk about like the 19 whatever, and let's listen to it. Watch this mess. The clip almost over. Watch this mess. Watch this.
So delusional in their worldview, and it is the only thing that they have left at this point because the tide has turned. I mean, that scene could have been taken out of a movie. She prepared for that for a long time. Her, Al Sharpton, Ben Crump, they have prepared speeches for every time a black guy dies in America. Not if he dies from another black guy. Certainly don't care about any of the 800 or so murders in Chicago every year.
And then they always do that. That's the thing that get me. I hate when people do that. You have an argument about something else. They say, what about the black people killing black people? What are you talking about? You missed the whole point. The only reason why they get upset especially with situations like this. Black people know if they kill other black people and they get caught, they going to jail. They know they going to jail. They know justice is going to be served. The problem is when it's these type of cases, it seems like the people always get away. That's why it's polarizing. That's why all eyes be on it. To see, are they going to get away this time? Is justice finally going to be served? So it's not just, oh, we ain't worrying about when black people die. That's ridiculous. They are worried about when black people die. The whole thing is, it's not so much when the people die, it's about the payment, what happens after the fact. I guarantee, if that had been a situation where it was I'm going to take the color out of it from white and black. If that had been a situation where it had been a black guy, seen this black guy on a train, and he seen this black guy doing this, and he came up behind that black guy and choked him to death and killed him, he'd been in jail. He'd have been in jail. That's the problem. Because it seems like it's two legal systems. That's the problem. Now, number one, if you're looking at this from a Torah perspective, well, let me let the video finish out, then I'm gonna touch on it with a Torah perspective before we close out.
Year, but every time something happens where a drug addict is threatening to kill people on a subway, and
look how he says it. Every time something happens in a drug addict, my goodness gracious alive, boy.
He gets choked only to the point where he's still alive, and then the police want nothing to do with him.
Now, hey, shalom. He talked about the man got choked and was still alive. The man did not get choked, he was still alive. What is he talking about? Tomorrow, I'm gonna show y'all that video. I didn't really want to get into to too much like that, but I'm gonna show y'all that video tomorrow. Total about key. Yeah, I'm about to get off here too. I wanna make it a Monday through Friday thing. All right, I'm glad you was able to tune in. Glad both of y'all was able to tune in, and shalom to you. Yes, but just looking at it, I'm just like, wait a minute. I just thinking about this, like, wait a minute. When we see that video tomorrow, so I'm gonna show you the video. The brother was dead. He's saying he left him alive. That brother was dead, motionless. And even when one brother did try to at least revive him, because he felt like maybe he was still there, you know who stopped him? Daniel Penny. Daniel Penny would not let him. But this guy's a hero? Where? Come on now.
Because they're afraid he's going to get AIDS because this guy was such a disaster.
And he talk about getting AIDS. That's what I'm saying. Like, I always remember that when I was young, and they had that thing up where they didn't want you to talk about OJ's wife or Ron Goldman, ex-wife or Ron Goldman, because they kept saying you blaming the victim. But again, look how he just throwing all kind of dirt on the victim. He's saying a man had AIDS. Did it say he had AIDS? Police ain't want to touch him because they ain't want to get AIDS. Like, what? Oh my goodness. And this clown just sitting there. Oh my goodness.
That's when they have these canned speeches. At some point, and I hope we're here. This is truly where I think this is my I'm begging white people everywhere, please move on from this nonsense.
And look how full of himself he is. So he's saying the only reason why Jordan Neely family is sad, the only reason why Black Lives Matter people that's part of that chapter, whatever that's there, are there and angry and saying what they're saying is because they want white people to get them some money. So this don't really got nothing to do with that man dying. This all about trying to find a way to get white people to give them some money. You are full of yourself, kid. Like, oh my goodness. And he mean it. Look at it. Oh my God. The whole time he took this whole thing for a joke. These people are in pain. Thought they was going to get justice. It didn't happen. And you are making a joke out of it, a mockery. You and Uncle Rukus dude in the corner.
Don't be manipulated ever again. White people, stop it. Because white people are generally would have allowed this to go on. It's like you can bark all day long, but white people had to go along with it, and they did. And that's what led to a very destructive time in America.
Yes. The man, his name was Jordan Neely. This guy named Daniel Penny choked him out. I'm going to show the video of them, the guy, Daniel Penny, choked him out because he was fearful that he was going to do something. People on a train. He didn't actually do nothing to the people on the train. But he threatened them. So that threat was strong enough for him to sneak up behind the man and L him out until he died. And now they up here making light of it like it's Showtime at the Apollo or Comic View. And they corny.
Right around 2020. So move on from it. It's all staged nonsense. These are all canned speeches, and they're hoping that you'll turn around and donate some of your hard-earned money to them so they can buy some more $6 million mansions like the 3 lesbians at Black Lives Matter.
If you enjoyed that video,
No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, he was serious. He was serious. You're right. Exactly. He was serious. Like, oh my goodness. Like, I want to show y'all something. Hold on. Let me come out of this. Come out of it quick. Let me see. I can do it like this. I'm gonna show y'all something quick. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So I know what I'm gonna do right now before I do any of this. Just want to say shalom. I'm wearing, trying to maneuver my camera so y'all can see. I got this nice gear on. My brother is selling these shirts, and I told him, I would wear them and try to get them some advertisement for it. Nice shirts, nice quality. I'm going to put all this information in the description later. So if you guys want to get a shirt or anything like that, please feel free. Good brother, trying to be on a up and up and doing good things, and I'm very proud of him. And the name of his clothing line is called The Art of Clothing. Very, very good brother. All right, so anyway, what I'm going to do now while I'm trying to get this Torah stuff together for you, I'm going to show the artist of the week. Let me show the artist of the week. Then after the artist of the week, I'm going to touch a little bit on the Torah point of view, and then we will close out.
I love you. Ooh, yeah. Israel, I love you like I love myself. Israel.
All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Back with you guys. So that was our artist of the week. Love that song. I put the video together to go with this song because what I had was just the song, and I said I want to show our brothers and sisters over in the Holy Land and show you that they are going through the same struggles that we go through over here. They're going through those same struggles over there. Same struggles. So when I seen those type of clips, I said, well, let me show those clips real quick. So here is some stuff they was looking at. I wanted to show y'all some different things. Show y'all the Torah view on committing murder. You shall not commit murder. And the idea behind it, when I was trying to find the other verses. Amen, amen. The whole idea behind it is when you lie and wait for somebody, and you kill them, that's murder. I want y'all to hear, and we're going to get to it, not tonight, but we'll get to it at least by Monday. This guy was talking, and he says that when a guy got on a train, he decided at that moment when a guy got on a train and was talking about he upset and stuff not going right in his life and that he wanted to go to jail and he gonna hurt somebody and so he can go to jail and so forth. He said at that moment he took his cell phone that he had where he was listening to some music. He took all that off and handed it to another guy, said, hold this. And then he crept up behind the guy and choked them out. Choked them out. Now, he wasn't police. He wasn't security. Not even saying that they should be able to do that because Eric Garner mother, who was the woman that the guy kept saying was the auntie and all that stuff that they never showed, was Eric Garner's mom. She got legislation passed in New York where the police can't even choke people out no more. It's against the law for the police to choke them out in New York. She got that law passed. But yet, they said it was okay for this civilian to choke somebody out. So that's why she was there to lend her support, right? So, off the rip, it was wrong. The guy did not pose any threat to him. The guy didn't walk up on him. And the police was very clear, as y'all gonna see in the video, because I got the video of him where he was getting interrogated by the police. And they kept trying to get him to say the guy did something. And he kept saying no. So the guy didn't do nothing. He just came on there, threw his jacket down, and started yelling. And everybody got real scared. So he decided to subdue him. It wasn't your job. To me, this reminds me of George Zimmerman. When the police told him, don't go out there and leave Trayvon alone, and George Zimmerman took it upon himself to do it anyway. That's what this reminds me of. This, but Trayvon wasn't even posing a threat to anybody. That's the only difference. Where this guy did say he was going to hurt people and he wanted to go to jail because he kept asking for food and nobody was giving him food. He was hungry. He said he wanted to do whatever he could do to go to jail, whatever he had to do so he can get a meal and have somewhere to go. He even said he don't care if he died. And then this guy kills him. But we want to get more into the text next time. I'm going to start off with the text tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to focus more on the text so we can see exactly what does the Torah say about your situation. What should have happened? Yes, thank you. Privileged. Yes. So appreciate the love. Thank you the next session for being on here, or the next season for being on. No, my bad. They did say the next session. My bad. These my glasses kind of blurry. I appreciate you for being on here with me. Appreciate the love. And like I said, tomorrow, right around 9:30, I'm gonna pop back on tomorrow, and we're gonna go through some scriptures tomorrow because it is the Shabbat. So tomorrow evening going to be the beginning of the Shabbat. So we're going to pop back on with some scriptures, and I'm going to go through the scriptures showing what should have happened and how Torah Law would look at that. Amen. So with that being said and done, I appreciate all the love. everybody that was a part of this show tonight. It felt good to be back. I was kind of nervous, and everything just seemed like it wasn't falling in line, but everything came together, and I feel good about it. And I loved the love that y'all showing me, so appreciate that. So with that being said and done, bid you all shalom.
Shema Israel Adonai Elohim